through any family struggles, just remember, always be you. Celebrating my girl Taylor Swift, and it's Grateful Monday.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good morning. Here it is, the beginning of Thanksgiving week. It is a short week. Yay, yay. And we get to eat lots of turkey with all the trimmings. It is Monday, November 25th, 2019. It is day 74 of Gotta Get on Ellen. So as I mentioned, it is a short week. Some of us love Thanksgiving. Some of us dread Thanksgiving. But it's supposed to be a time when we are thankful. And boy, oh boy, is that my holiday or what? Time to be thankful and grateful for what we have. So hopefully we have some things to be grateful for this Thanksgiving holiday season. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about how to get through the holidays because not all of us love spending time with family. So I'm going to be focusing a little bit on that this week. But of course, I'm going to start off today with Grateful Monday. I started Grateful Mondays as a way to encourage you to start your own gratitude journal with examples from my own showing you just how easy it is, because it is so easy to write down 5 little things throughout the day that you are grateful for. I write mine first thing in the morning, looking back over the day before. And it starts to make a switch in your brain to look for positive rather than the negative. So, my choices that I decided to share with you this week was at the gym, I was going to do 20 minutes on the bike. Then I pushed myself to do a half hour. That's right. I decided, all right, I'm all right. I can do another 10 minutes. And I did it. My friend Megan came to visit me this weekend. My friend Dana came to visit me this weekend. I had some delicious frozen pizza over the weekend as well. And I don't know if it tasted extraordinarily good because I've been really heavy into the eating healthy, eating not fattening food for a good solid 2 weeks now. Maybe I was just really hungry and anything that wasn't chicken was going to taste delicious. But that pizza was good. I think there's one more piece in the fridge. And if Joe does not take that to work tomorrow, I'm going to have to throw it away because I will finish it. And I have to be good on my eating regime these next 3 days because it is Thanksgiving. And I put no bars on myself for Thanksgiving and the whole weekend. You know, it's one of those weekends. You know, you want the leftovers as well. So, of course, bleeds into at least the next day, sometimes more than that. And then we've got our big Christmas tree lighting. I have to come home on Black Friday, help decorate the Christmas tree for the contest that I'm in. Then we're having a dirty Santa party. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about what I'm eating this weekend. I'm just not, because then Saturday for the Christmas tree lighting, we have tables and tables and tables of baked goods like you have never seen. I hope there is as much as there was last year because I'm going to take pictures this year of the tables, of all of the treats. And it's just baffling to me that there's this much. It's crazy. And it's all free. I told all the girls in my book club, I'm bringing a bag this year, and I'm just taking a whole bunch of crap home with me. That's right. Because they've got to throw most of that out. It's kind of crazy. But the Christmas tree lighting is a very nice event. This will be our 3rd year in a row. I think it's only the 3rd year that they've had it, now that I'm thinking about it, because They just built this brand new park, this brand new area in the park with some funds, I believe, that were granted to us after Superstorm Sandy. So they put up a big pavilion, and we have a tree that keeps dying every year. They have to keep replacing it, but that is, I don't know what the problem is with that tree. But this is our third or fourth tree in 3 years. So it's going to be a big weekend. It's a big week. It's a big weekend. I'm very excited. So back to Gratitude Monday. I also got myself some new comfortable sheets. I typically spend a lot of money on sheets. My reasoning is this. You probably don't spend more time in anything other than your bed. I want to be comfortable. I don't mind shelling out a little bit more for good sheets. They're nice and soft. But good sheets are expensive. And I found some sheets that weren't super ridiculously expensive. I had to get new sheets because I only have one set. And the reason I only have one set is because when we ended up giving our last king-size bed to my cousin, which is really for us because we spend a lot of time at my cousin's house when we're in Pennsylvania, I gave him at least one set of sheets. So that was kind of my backup. And the sheets that we've been using got a little tear. And the last time I washed them, I put the little tear at the bottom of where my feet are. And I woke up Saturday morning and it split all the way up. It was just like, wow. So it was a necessity for me to go out and buy some sheets. So I found some that were, one, they were a really good sale. Two, they're not as good as I normally get, but I think that they're going to be okay. I think that I'm going to like them. And then finally on my list was, we got Disney Plus. We got Disney Plus. This is a huge mistake. Let me tell you why. I will be doing nothing but watching Disney and Pixar movies from now on. Joe's already seen a Marvel movie. I have watched the live-action version of Lady and the Tramp. We didn't have a lot of time to really delve into it yesterday. We just got it on Saturday afternoon. I was reading my book. I finished my John Grisham book. Very good, as always. And then Sunday, of course, is football. So we watched football from 12, the pregame show, until about 8 o'clock. And then it was the American Music Awards, which I will get into in just a little bit. I know I have a lot to get to today, but I wanted to tell you my absolute most favorite thing that I am grateful for of all of last week. And this is something that was posted on the Hopefulist group page. Well, she put it on the Hopefulist page, and then I shared it to the group page because some people get confused about where to post things. Like, there is the Hopefulist page, which is predominantly, what I use to go over what my podcast and blog will be about that day. That's where I post the topics that I want you to respond to. The group page is for you guys. The group page is for you to put all of the encouraging messages and all of that stuff that you would like to share with others in the group. Some people are putting it to the page, which means not as many people get to see it. So I finally figured out I can just reshare that to the group page. So that's what I started doing. So my girl Diane, who I love, big fan. She has been following the podcast since day one. Used to listen to me on the radio when I was on the radio way back in March. It's been a crazy year. It's been a year of transition and change, for sure. So she put up a picture that said, I admire people who choose to shine even after the storms they have been through. And she wrote, this group shows us how to shine, to be all we can be, no matter how bad the storm was. The sun will shine again. Your podcasts are so encouraging, and you are the perfect example to us. Diane, thank you. Your words just mean so much. Honestly, this is why I'm doing this, and when I see messages like this, it literally makes me want to cry. I'm so happy that I'm making a difference, and it brings me so much gratitude to know that I'm doing something that makes a difference in your life. Then she went on to hashtag the Hopefulist, and this is what really put it over the edge. Hashtag make this your best day yet. And if you are a regular listener, I don't know why I'm having a hard time talking today. If you are a regular listener, then you know that I end every single podcast with make this your best day yet. So that means a lot to know that people are paying attention and that I'm getting through to you. So thank you, Diane. I really, you are my gratitude for the week. Top notch on the very, very top of the list. So that's how easy doing a gratitude journal can be. I encourage you to do it when I tell you that it is life-changing. I am not being dramatic. It is something that simple that can start to change your thinking from seeking out the negative to seeking out the positive. Let's talk a little AMAs, shall we? Taylor Swift, Artist of the Decade. I got to tell you, I guess I'm just getting old now. I know times are changing. I don't know. I guess my parents sat back and looked at our groups and thought they were odd and strange and weird, and they probably were to them. They weren't to us. But people are getting stranger. I don't know. I'm thinking about Billie Eilish. Weird. Just strange. I'm kind of put off by her a little bit. I don't know. I don't get her. People love her, though. She won quite a number. She won at least one award. I think she won 2 awards last night because I watched about the first hour of it, and then I had to go to bed. You know me. I can't stay up till like 10, 11 o'clock. Come on. Let's not get crazy. So I recorded it, of course, and then watched it this morning to check out the Taylor Swift portion of it. And the person that presented her with the award is the iconic Carole King. And in her introduction, it was said that she has written over 110 hit songs for people, including herself. And I am sure that Taylor Swift requested her, and she told a story about how she grew up listening to Carole King's records with her parents. So, another interesting aside about Carole King, you know I'm a huge Gilmore Girls fan. And shame on me, I didn't realize at the time. I have come to figure it out since then. I did know it before last night, but it was a reminder. She was a regular on the Gilmore Girls. She played Sophie, who opened up the record store in town. And it just amazes me that the Gilmore Girls got such a high caliber of people to join their cast. How on earth do you get Carole King to join your little show? I mean, this show wasn't even on a major network. It started out on the WB, if you even remember the WB, which is now turned into the CW, which, again, you know, not a huge network. And back then, like, I think the Gilmore Girls was like one of the first shows on the WB. I believe Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I think, was the first breakout huge show for that network. But not only did they get Carole King, and shame on me for not realizing that. Shame on me. I will take the responsibility. They got Sebastian Bach to be a regular on the show. They had Norman Mailer as a guest star one time. How on earth do you get Norman Mailer to be on your show? It's kind of crazy to me. So I just wanted to throw that in there. But I want to talk a little bit about Taylor, and I want to tell you why I love Taylor Swift so much. Not only because I think she knows who I am. Have you not heard that story? Oh, okay, let me tell you. I'm pretty sure that Taylor Swift knows who I am. And the reason that I think that she knows who I am is, I mean, I'll have to remind her when we meet. But once I tell her, she'll be like, oh my God, yes, I do remember. Taylor Swift grew up right outside of Reading, Pennsylvania. I believe she was from Wyomissing. And